ants roaming a lost island in the middle of the ocean, unaware of the immensity that surrounds them. All of them are busy with their tasks, while the waves can swallow their world on a whim. We are not much different. And it is our unawareness of the immensity that allows us to still find sleep. The giants themselves only became aware of their insignificance on the eve of their fall, when Atlantis, the city of Atlas, was engulfed by the waves. The sea, like the spirit, claims to be calm and clear. But like the mind, it is shaken by the waves of passion. Worse still, the currents of madness are moving deep down. These three variations of the soul are among the seven that make up and tear apart the world as we know it. Each declination corresponds to one world adjoining ours. Partial and distorted reflections of the latter.
Abstract, the logical and blue world, invites us to rational, organized, and ancient aquatic peoples. Fantasia, the magenta world, offers us its mermaids, water elves, and harpies. Finally, Dementia, the purple kingdom, voracious and chaotic like a cancer, pours out its lot of unspeakable horrors. Creatures that words like sea monsters it cannot translate. For the deep sea is the stronghold of dementia, perhaps since times before consciousness. Since life is life. Subjected to this imperative of devouring, decomposing, assimilating, and growing. The purple world is an alienated world that merges, blossoms, and mutes endlessly. An insatiable world never fulfilled. A world of veracity and madness. Not a stupid world. Because intelligence, consciousness, emotions, memories are food. The Kraken is not the most insidious incarnation of dementia. It does not devour its victims from within to use as a shell or vehicle. It does not devour free will to transform beings into a hive. Its carnivorous approach is simple and direct. The Kraken, a tentacular monster, is probably the oldest and most massive creature in our world. To give you an idea of its dimensions, the myths of the Leviathan or the Jormungand abusively describe serpentine creatures. Creatures that would be only some of its particularly massive tentacles. If you are interested in its origins and like statistics, you will not accept that I tell you that chance alone allowed this cancer of living, one among many. This living thing has been able to prosper and grow among its competitors by mere chance. No. The Kraken learned to structure its growth millions of years ago on the fractal principle. And if the chaotic nature of his being and his flesh prevents the perfect execution of the pattern, it is precisely this imperfect, tried and selected execution that produced this flesh world. But the Kraken has long since ceased to be one, and of course coastal kingdoms can face a bud of its buds. A tentacle of its tentacles, a Kraken of its Krakens, but the beast, blind and colossal, lies in the dark depths of the ocean, busy devouring herself for an eternity. It happens, however, that an appendix of its appendages or several appendages coordinated by a higher branch, they hunt the flesh to assimilate it and gain strength to fight the rival flesh within. Thanks to the theory of the 7 deviations of the soul, pronounced by Saint Valpar, it is possible to consider a method of exploring the beast if a human wanted to venture or be engulfed in the heart of the Kraken. The Maze of Greed, the Yellow Labyrinth, Forge of Dragons, is associated with metals and gems, mineral materials. Dementia does not dissolve or recompose these materials. It does not incorporate them, nor does it interpret them. The same applies to the Kraken and its ecosystem. It must be possible, covered with a tight metal envelope or well protected by a waterproof vehicle made of certain materials, to penetrate and navigate within the monster. Who knows what horrors, but also ancient treasures you might find within this grotesque and immense ballet of voracious flesh. Inside the Kraken, digested but also fed by it, there are monsters, people who roam through it, explore it, live there. There are drafts of the world, secrets engulfed, perhaps time itself is devoured. What you will find in the Kraken before it slowly assimilates your body and mind. Before he transfigures you into a part of his being.